Hi everybody, I'm Brenda. Welcome to Nana's Hidden Apron. For all my new subscribers, thank you and welcome. Appreciate you hanging around with me and putting up with my nonsense. And for those of you that's been with me through thick and thin, thank you as well. Quarantine time. Excuse me, sorry about that. It happens. My noodles, my keto noodles that I was going to fix yesterday, didn't work out so good. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make some keto. That's the oven warming up. And that's going to be Brinkley running in here just to see what's happening. But what I'm going to do is make some keto donuts. They're a mock Krispy Kreme donut. Hopefully these work out really good versus my not so good recipe that I was trying to come up with for some fettuccine noodles. I know what I did wrong. 1 egg too many, and I didn't put any xanthan gum in it. If I try it again, I'll go that route with it. That's what I want to do. But I've got some stuff mixed up over here already, and I'm using my phone. So I've got, in this bowl, I've got 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Can y'all see that? 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, 2 tablespoons of sweetener, 6 tablespoons of almond flour. I've got a tablespoon of xanthan gum. No, I don't. I've got a teaspoon of xanthan gum. And I've got half a teaspoon of baking powder. In this, I've got 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, and then I've got 2 eggs over here that I'm going to use. So I'm going to get this mixing and we'll just see how it goes. I'll be right back with you all. I forgot to tell you, I've also got my donut pan ready here. It's going to make either 4 or 6. I don't know. I went ahead and sprayed all of them. I'm going to put it in a zipper type bag, zip style bag. I'm going to put it in that to pipe it instead of using a piping bag. You can use a smaller bowl. I just chose it. This is my mixing bowl that I usually go to. And yes, it is a Dollar Tree bowl. I know. But it's one of my favorite bowls for mixing stuff. But that's the 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and the 2 eggs. We're going to mix all this together after I wash off my hands. And then we'll get it piped in and see that? Get it piped in and see what happens. And it says it makes 6 of them, or 4 of them rather, but it don't look like very much to me. What do y'all think? It don't look like much at all, does it? I'm like, okay, if you say so. But it's supposed to be a Krispy Kreme keto style donut. We'll see what happens. I'm making a mess. Y'all already know it. I'm real good at that. Anymore, especially. Jiminy Christmas. I don't know why I gotta make such a mess of everything all of a sudden, but I do. Let's put all that back. I'm also gonna, there's a recipe for the, for a frosting that goes on it. You know, that little crunchy frosting on Krispy Kreme donuts. There's that also, and I'll mix it up next, and then I'll share the website with you all that I got this recipe from. I cannot get that out of there, and I need it. I need it. It's stuck. It's stuck. What's one to do? That right there, that's what one is to do. Ooh. Alright. Okay. And you use what was given to you. There we go. Just like that. That does that. Now I'm going to put it in the bag. After I wash my hands off. this bag with hopes of getting a couple of donuts out of here anyway. Right. Let's see, y'all. So what have y'all been doing with your time? Spending it wisely? Are you getting some closets cleaned out? Are you doing any spring cleaning? Did you already have some stuff at home and be prepared to do some spring cleaning? What's happening in the world? You know what? I like these little bags that have the corners that stands upright. But when you go to use it for piping, it don't work so good. It's kind of a awkward situation, I do believe. Because you got to cut it up here. And then the hole's too big by the time you do that, right? We'll see. We'll see. Y'all fixing to... Y'all fixing to find out. You are. We've been doing some live snippets on our Facebook. Just a few things. Just being silly. And you know what? That is not going to work. I'm positive this is not going to work. So, what do you do? 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 Wash your hands again. And cut off the top end. See if that works. It should. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens now. I know a lot of us do cruising, and we've had to reschedule some of our cruise dates and stuff, but you know what? That's okay. I think it's a good idea that we do that. Yikes. So, we don't have to, you know what? You don't have to feel bad about spreading a virus around to anybody by canceling those cruises. Don't worry about what they're going to give you for free. Look what they're doing right now. Look what they've offered to do with these ships. So don't worry about what somebody's going to give you. Just be grateful. Be grateful and be thankful that we're going to get to cruise again one day. I am. I'll tell you that. I am. I don't know if I'm supposed to be smooshing this around with my finger or not, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And it looks like it's just going to be 4 donuts, which is fine. 3 for me, 1 for Tom. No. I'm getting to wonder if I'm going to get 4 out of it, folks, to be honest with you. Might just be a 3 donut maker here. I didn't want to make a bunch of them, like go overboard with it, in case it didn't work out and didn't taste good. For whatever reason. I mean, it's got all the stuff in it that I eat, but is it going to taste like a Krispy Kreme donut? Like the ones that I remember? No. No, I already know that. So, I just, yeah, it's just going to do 3. So let's see if I can, see what I can do here. I'm just going to put some in, I'm just going to add a little bit more in each one of these. And then, of course, if it tastes good, double the recipe, get yourself 6 of them. If you need more than that, do the math. Yeah, that'll work right there. There we go. And I suppose if you wanted to, you could put some cinnamon in there. Cinnamon powder. But it's supposed to, you know, there's a reason it's called a keto Krispy Kreme donut, or crispy donut, I think is what they called it. Something like that. We'll see here in a little while. Yep, I am. I'm washing my hands. I'm being good. I'm washing my hands, washing my hands. Washy, washy, washy. Okay. Here we go. Get over here so y'all can see it better. There's what it looks like. See those? I'm going to put those in the oven. And, yeah, that's empty holes up there, by the way. But I'm going to stick these in the oven. I've got the donuts in the oven. Going to let them bake for about 20 minutes. Now, what I have here is I've got 2 tablespoons of coconut oil that I'm melting and a tablespoon of water. And we're going to melt that down. And the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of sweetener, which I have over here. But you'll see I've got a little bit of chocolate. I put a 1/4 teaspoon, no, half teaspoon of chocolate in there. Because, I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. Because I want chocolate donuts. I want chocolate glaze on the donuts. That's why. But melt this down. And once the donuts get finished, once they get baked, then I'm going to put them, I've got there's a rack up underneath of that, and I've got parchment paper on the top, and there's my little donut fork right there. Love that thing. Love it, love it, love it. I've got the little donut maker, but I wanted to bake these in the oven just to see how they turn out. That's how they did it, and that's how I want to do it, so. But we're going to keep on doing this until this melts, and then I'm going to add the sweetener and the cocoa into it, and I'll keep whisking that as well. I know, metal on metal, you're not supposed to do that. I'm a rebel. What can I say? But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I always say subscribe. Subscribed to my channel. I hope you will. And when that dinner bell comes up there, click it. If you're a subscriber, click it. And you'll get notifications of whenever I put new content on. We all know Tom puts the content on. I just try to make it. What can I say? That's just how it is. I'm not a fan of all the electronics and all that stuff, so. I almost think that might be too sweet. Was another reason I put the cocoa powder in there. Because a 1/4 cup of the monk fruit sweetener just seems like a lot of sweetener to me. I know, I should have toned it down a little bit and maybe used some of the liquid. Ooh, that smells good though. Smells real good. But what I'm going to do after the donuts finish, after baking, is I'm going to put them over here and let them cool down for a minute so that I can handle them. And then I'm just going to drop them one at a time down into this glaze. And once they come out, I'll get back to y'all. Look, love my little egg whisk. I got 2 of those. I got a spatula. I don't have the skillets though. Odd, huh? Anyway, I'll get back with y'all shortly. I've had these in there for 20 minutes, so I want to check and see if they're done. Y'all are probably going to hear some barking in the background. That'll be Brinkley. He's good at barking. But he's a cool boy. He really is. Let's get these out of here and see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're done. That's for sure. They look done. They did rise up. That's a good thing. See? See that? Yeah. I'm going to try to slide that out there without burning my fingers off. You hear that? It went probably because it just came out of the oven. But let me get that over here like this. Move that out of the way because that is hot. Now, I want to show you all this. You see, I told you about my little donut fork. It came out of my little donut maker. See there? Just the neatest little thing ever. I'm going to pull this over here. Whoops. Put that back like that. Lift these out. Set them down there. Yeah, they did rise up real well. I'm probably, if I make them again, I would think to put less in each one of the donut holes there in the pan would be better. Now, the next step, I know I'm supposed to wait and let it cool down, but I was just hoping to show you all this. I'm going to turn this back up, put my burner back on. I've had this chocolate sitting over here, you know, the burner that, I don't know if you've got an electric stove, the regular burners on it, one of your burners will be like an exhaust, a heat release for the oven. That's where I've had this sitting at, this glaze. I told Tom, I said, you know, I've never heard of oil and water mixing together. And this actually has oil and water in it, so I don't know. We'll see in a little while though, won't we? Like I said, it smells good because it's got that chocolate in there. Of course it's going to smell good, right? So, let's see what happens here. Let's see what we get. No, I don't have my little round light or nothing. So, I know. Okay, there's what it looks like. And I'm gonna dunk it down in this. The next one that I put in there, I'm gonna let you see what I'm doing. But I'm putting it in and going to coat it on both sides. This don't look like any kind of glaze to me. Just, I don't know, y'all. Maybe I just didn't leave it in there long enough. There we go. See, there's what it looks like. I'm just going to let it sit there and soak up some of that. See if it will. And then I'm going to flip it over. And then I'm going to put y'all right back there. I might have to put that one in again. I'm thinking, of course, the purpose for the oil is to get the, I need to clean my pan, don't I? You know what that is? That's not dirt. That's for metal. I set it down inside of metal pans. Probably shouldn't do that, right? But, I'm hoping that it does the little crackly looking glaze. I just don't think it's going to, though. You might, but I don't know. And then Tom's in there working on something on the television. Oops. So we'll just do this as a dessert type thing and see how it tastes. The chocolate is definitely not sticking like I'd hoped it would. But neither is any of the rest of it. See, I told you I'm going to put this one back in there, right? Put it back in there and see if it'll... Put it back in there and see what it does. See, everything's separating. I'm just not sure about that. I think just not to have put the water in there might have been the best thing. I'm sure there's a reason for it. And I might know it here soon. But for right now, I don't know. I'm thinking probably... I'm just going to keep dunking these in there until I use this stuff up. There was definitely more of the glaze than I expected. Whoops. See, that's getting... This one might be mine. It's getting down to the chocolate. Alright. Now, I'm just going to pour the rest of this on there. And hope that I don't make a really big mess. See, there's the chocolate. Can you see the chocolate coming out? There's the chocolate. There we go. All right. I'm going to let those sit there and cool down. Because there's not a doubt in my mind that was scald someone's gizzard out. When Tom gets finished, we'll give these a taste and see how it goes. Be back with y'all in a little bit. We're back.
I was in the other room and I heard her say the word taste, so here I am.
Let's get around here so we got some light. All right.
There we go.
I've got mine sitting over here. Obviously, he got his on there. And we did put just a wee bit of cinnamon on, I keep saying cinnamon. Caramel. Because we like caramel. And does this taste anything like a Krispy Kreme donut? Do you remember?
It does. Just a little bit, but it certainly reminds me of a Krispy Kreme.
That's good.
Very good.
I thought it would be like really crunchy or something like that. Because it looks like it would be, but it's not.
I'll be over here.
All right, y'all. Well, like I said, this is really good. It tastes great. We will, I say again, not even me at all. I'll get Tom to put a link to the webpage where I got this recipe at. Do like we do. Fix it like it is. Add things to it to make it your own recipe. However you want to do it. But that's really good, keto friends. And even if you're not keto, give it a try. If you've got the almond flour, coconut flour stuff at home, go ahead and give it a try. It tastes really good. Y'all know I'm not going to tell you it does if it don't. That's one thing you can guarantee. If it don't taste good, I'm not going to tell you it does. So, y'all enjoy your time together. Be sure to check on your family. Check on your neighbors. Check on all your friends. Take care. Until next time, see ya.